Although the Asus ROG Ally PC gaming handheld hasn't had the smoothest of launches to say the least, you can't deny that when you're actually in a AAA game at high frames per second and resolution, then it's the kind of gaming experiences we could only have dreamt about just a few short years ago. It's inevitable that there will be an ROG Ally 2 at some point in the future, and here are 3 features that it absolutely has to have to truly take it into the mainstream and be the ultimate handheld. So let's dive straight in and start with the first feature, which is much better battery. With the current Ally, you'll be lucky if you can get even a full hour on one of the very latest AAA games on the higher graphic settings and frames per second before the battery conks out. Now, regular viewers of the channel know that for me personally, battery life isn't too important as I mainly play my Ally on the couch plugged in. My gorgeous cat is called Pancake, by the way, or in the garden where a plug socket is always nearby. Even when I went on a recent short vacation, I took my extension reel with me to watch the evening entertainment. In fact, I just bought today an awesome 65 watts power bank, which I tested out at my favourite restaurant here in the UK called Nando's, that does incredibly tasty peri chicken.
Really, the only word for it is...
The power bank kept my Ally charged and running at 30 watts for hours. Now, admittedly, a big part of this does depend on battery technology advancing over these next few years. But for the ROG Ally 2 to really hit the mainstream market, then really stretching the handheld on these top tier games, whilst say getting 4 to 5 hours of battery will be crucial. The second feature that the Ally version 2 must have is the SD card at the bottom of the handheld. The Switch, yep, its SD card is at the back. The Steam Deck, right again, SD card is at the bottom. But Asus, after apparently years of prototype testing for the current gen Ally, decided in their infinite wisdom that the best place to put the SD card was right next to the heatsink vents, which can get incredibly hot. What? While we're still waiting to hear back from Asus what their long-term solution is to the current SD card slot situation, such as a complete recall even, the ROG Ally 2 simply must have its SD card slots well away from any heat vents to prevent this from ever happening again in the future. While many of you great viewers have not thankfully had any SD card issues like 45% of you on the channel's community poll, there are many more like myself, 39% of us in fact, who are choosing not to use the SD card slot to expand storage, which is a basic feature of any gaming handheld. And that's kind of crazy when you consider that the Ally is a premium gaming handheld that costs almost double what the digital PS5 does. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, then be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons right now, as it massively helps the YouTube algorithm to raise the visibility of the channel. And keep an eye out on the channel's community page for regular polls, where we recently found out that so many of you amazing viewers are incredibly happy and satisfied with your Ally, with a whopping 46% rate your Ally's 5 out of 5, and 35 of you give it 4 out of 5. You guys rock.
Bend over! Get your monkey out of the rock picture!
And the final feature that the ROG Ally 2 must have to make it into the mainstream is an optimized version of Windows. This is something that we looked at in a recent video where Xbox chief Phil Spencer has publicly said that his team are focused and committed to improving the Windows and Xbox Game Pass experience on handhelds like the ROG Ally. Surely there's a very good chance that when the Ally 2 comes out in say 2 years time, that there will be a fully optimized Windows user interface custom made for Windows handhelds, if rumors over the past few months are to be believed. And if Xbox can implement awesome Xbox console features like quick resume and dashboard customizations like what Xbox exec Rowan Sones hinted at during the Ally launch event, then this, I'm sure, will truly give a massive boost to the PC gaming handheld revolution that we are currently enjoying. And I'd love to hear 3 features that you think the Asus ROG Ally 2 must have. Let us know in the comments below. And as a little extra bonus for watching right to the end of the video, I'd love to share this awesome quote. Life is better when you cry little, laugh a lot, and are thankful for everything you've got. I truly believe that the secret to true happiness is to be incredibly thankful and grateful for everything that we have. So stay encouraged today, guys. And check this video out if you want to learn how to play all those nostalgia-filled retro games that you played as a child using the awesome EmuDeck emulation app. I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.